Sophie Cunningham discloses locker room antics after Indiana Fever dominates Atlanta. When Sophie Cunningham came to Indiana this season, the Fever GM Amber Cox aptly described her as the perfect fit. Drafted by the Phoenix Mercury 13th overall in the 2019 WNBA draft, and then making her way to the Fever as part of the largest trade in WNBA history, a deal involving franchises Connecticut, Dallas, and Phoenix, the fanfare around her was not too misplaced. She is a fierce competitor, works incredibly hard on both ends of the floor, and is one of the best shooters in our league, Cox had added. And so far, Cunningham has lived up to every word, settling into her new team with ease. It showed during a tense game between the Indiana Fever and the Connecticut Sun when Sophie emerged as a protector for her teammate. The incident unfolded when, during the game, J.C. Sheldon poked Caitlin Clark in the eye, prompting the latter to shove back and spark a physical exchange. Just moments later, Sun guard Marina Mabrey further escalated things when she shoulder-checked Clark to the floor. But Sophie, a Taekwondo black belt, was not one to sit idle either. In the final minutes of the game, the 28-year-old pushed Sheldon face-first to the floor with an above-the-shoulder foul. While that led to Cunningham, Sheldon, and Lindsay Allen being ejected, with Cunningham also incurring a fine, audiences epitomized her as the ideal team player. But why risk contact and bear the brunt for someone else? Well, it's because the Fever squad has taken their relationship way beyond the hardwood, one that Cunningham talked about quite fondly during her latest post-game conversation after the Atlanta Dream clash. A journalist asked her, "Sophie, you enjoy hyping up the crowd, and the player you're next to is pretty reserved. But I saw Kelsey Mitchell, first time in a while, kind of show that emotion. So, when you see her get hyped like that, what does that do for the team?" Cunningham revealed, "I just love it. I really do think this is a really unique and special team. In the locker room, we really do love each other. We love spending time together." Notably, the journalist was referring to Cunningham and Kelsey Mitchell pumping their arms, prompting the crowd to stand on their feet late in the fourth quarter. While constantly laughing, the former Phoenix Mercury player further added, "Our practices, I'm not going to lie, are long. And sometimes we have to hold hands and be like, hey, we're going to get through." And not just that. She has judged her experience relatively as well. "But this is a team that I have never felt like this in the W. And I've been in it for 7 years," revealed Sophie. Was this a subtle dig toward her older Mercury squad? Anyhow, seems like Cunningham is as grateful as Cox to be a part of the Fever franchise. Concluding her thoughts, Cunningham then stated, "And so this is a special group that we have. And so when we can just go out there and have fun and be competitors and feed off of each other. It's just easy. And when people are smiling, like you don't ever see Kelsey get like that, but when we see her get like that, we're like, oh yeah, like we're in it. You know what I mean? And when other teams see that, it's game over. And so, we're our best when we're having fun." Their definition of fun, you ask? Goofy hairstyles and funny social media posts. It all started when the Indiana Fever posted a few snapshots from a practice session earlier this month. The series of pictures had Sophie Cunningham running with a very unique hairstyle. In Sophie's head, it looked like a half-down hairstyle, just like Lexi Hull's signature look. But the reality was far from that. A few strands slipped out, and the bun split into 2 parts and somehow ended up looking like an ace symbol. And Caitlin Clark took the perfect chance to roast her teammate in a playful way. She reposted the story on her Instagram account with a cheeky caption. At Sophie Cunningham love this hairstyle. While the Indiana Fever players love to have fun together, they're just as present for one another when times get tough. That support was evident recently when Lexi Hull shared the heartbreaking news that her 14-year-old dog, Maggie, had passed away. She took to Instagram and wrote, 14 years with the sweetest Mags. Home won't be the same without you. Heaven got the best girl this week." Needless to say, within a few minutes, her teammates showed up in the comment section with genuine support. "Love you. Doggy heaven," wrote Caitlin Clark. Whereas Sophie Cunningham added, "No Lex, I'm sorry." Aaliyah Boston also chimed in with a simple yet warm message, "Aw sorry Lex.